Welcome to Messages for the Signs for the week of September 27th. I am Tammy Toshnik, and this video is for Sagittarius and Capricorn. And we begin with Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know for their best and highest good this week? Whoops. Alrighty, so I feel like you got these cards either last week or the week before, Sagittarius, or a couple of times. This just feels like a very Sagittarius card. No place like home, unfinished symphony. That feels like it came up for you too. Happy, happy, commitment, dry desert, and compass. All right, so let's see what the story is for you, Sagittarius. So definitely a feeling of something needing completion. So you might have been procrastinating a little bit there, Sagittarius, because you weren't seeing the, it's almost like you weren't getting the nods from the outside world. So you went, I don't know if I need to do this. Or I feel like you've been discouraged. That's the word I want to use, because with dry desert, that feeling that nothing is happening, when you think of a desert, like nothing is alive, nothing is moving, but that's just how we perceive a place like that. There is life in the desert. In fact, it's teeming with life. And so this feels like something's underneath the surface here. Now, the underneath the surface could be what is unfinished for you, Sagittarius, and it could be keeping you from getting to this happy, the result you want. Let's see what else is kind of a mishmash here for you, Sagittarius. Are you feeling like a mishmash right now? So no place like home, the card that I feel like comes up for you quite a bit, reminding you that being your authentic self is the only way forward in order for you to really be in resonance with what you think you want or what you say you want, and you have to commit to that. So commitment, now this could be some of you are recommitting to a relationship, a job offer, some of you are getting married or engaged, something along that line. But I also feel that it could be that some of you are recommitting to yourself. So I feel like something sort of got put to the side is what it feels like, and now you're rejuvenating, you're reinvigorated. And actually this is a great time for that, with Mercury in retrograde today, starting today until mid-October. This time calls for us to finish up projects. So what I think is going to happen here is you're going to get a big rush of motivation, Sagittarius, and you will end up finishing something that you've been put to the side. Completing a project. There's, again, that unfinished symphony and no place like home, I feel comes up for you a lot. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but that feels like it. And then compass is all about trusting your own guidance, your own inner wisdom, that you have that within. We all have that GPS within. It's whether we use it or not, or trust it enough to use it is always the question. So interesting here, Sagittarius. You do have something that you have to finish. Again, perhaps it got put on the back burner and it kind of just feels like there's no life to it. But bring it forward and you will see that there's more going on there than you think. Recommit to that. Recommit to the process. Again, recommit to yourself. I feel like, again, discouraged is the word that I want to use here. But again, now we're shifting, and so you should pull out of that mindset, that energy, and again, results will be what you want them to be, because you got the happy card. I hope that helps you, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. It's funny how some cards will just continue to come up for certain signs. It's very interesting. What does Capricorn need to know for their best and highest good this week? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Got mending, time to go, blessed, flying, compass, and moonlight. This feels like to me something is ending for you this week, Capricorn. There's a piece of around forgiveness and healing. But time to go for me is usually quite a direct message. It just means that something has ended. And it doesn't have to be a negative feeling when something is ended. It could just be you've completed the cycle. You've learned all you can at this place, with this relationship, at this job, with this way of life, whatever it may be. And you've realized it. You've come to that realization. So you're moving away. Instead of thinking you're leaving something behind, think about moving toward something. But there is a forgiveness piece here. So maybe with the ending of a relationship, for instance, there may be some healing that needs to go to facilitate this. But blessed comes in as well to remind you that you are divinely blessed. It also says, though, that something's going to show up midweek or so for you, Capricorn, you're not expecting, and you're going to go, wow, how did this happen? Why is this happening? This is wonderful. But it seems like it's connected to the ending of something. So perhaps a validation. Perhaps somebody giving you something or offering you something, and you'll go, oh, okay, I get it. I really was meant to leave this, to let this be. But I'm just wondering about this forgiveness piece or mending, the healing piece here. Perhaps you have to forgive yourself, Capricorn. Forgive yourself for maybe being in denial a little bit here. Forgive yourself for, sometimes when we choose to end something or move on to something else, it hurts other people's feelings, or we feel like we're leaving people behind. So you may have to forgive yourself for that. There's definitely a forgiveness piece here. And then flying, which is the obstacles are out of your way. So it feels like once you've made that decision, Capricorn, everything sort of just opens up. Compass, moonlight, trusting in your intuition. There's not a lot more to say about that. This really is just that you've made this decision because you know it is for the best. You know it is what you need to do. And you don't really need, it doesn't feel like you need a lot of advice on this. You know your own guidance, your own guides, your own heart is telling you, you have to do this. You have to take this next step. And again, if you don't, if you choose not to, then it feels like those obstacles are going to still be there. But again, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It simply could just be you have learned everything you need to learn, and it's time to move on. We can't take everything with us when we step into a new chapter. We try to do that. We try to bring everybody with us, everything with us, and it's just not possible. And we can choose not to take that next step or move towards something. That's always our choice. But then remember, we're not going to be blessed. We're not going to be given the same opportunities in that case if we choose to stay where we are. So I hope that helps you, Capricorn. Very interesting for this week. I hope to see you here next week as well. Take care.